It's the top of the hour and time once again for the latest from the Eat, Drink, Explore news desk.
Good morning, all you Eat, Drink, Explorers out there. I'm Patty Pyburn. We are looking at what's making news on this glorious Saturday morning. Glorious if you're in California, I suppose. Other parts of the country maybe not faring as well in the weather department, but we'll get to that a little bit later. Okay, travelers, U.S. Airways prices are soaring. The airline hit its highest quarterly profit in company history, announcing it more than tripled last year's profits at $306 million. U.S. Airways is moving now to merge with the bankrupt American Airlines that just announced, if you were listening, especially at the top of the 8 o'clock hour, just announced the production of a new luxury fleet of jetliners, allowing you to recline all the way while traveling. A new study shows fluoride in drinking water affects your brain. Harvard researchers reviewed tests on fluoride and brain development and concluded that consumption of fluoride does have negative effects on children's cognitive development, especially their IQ. The study measured the average IQ of children who live in places with high fluoride levels in drinking water, compared those to children living in places with low levels, and it shows the kids in the high fluoride areas had significantly lower IQs than those in the low fluoride areas. And the researchers say more study is needed in this area to look at the long-term effects of this chemical tooth decay deterrent. Pete's Coffee and Tea has a new owner. It's sold on Monday, going for nearly, and this is a bargain, nearly $1 billion to a private German holding company that owns other well-known brands such as Jimmy Choo. The fast food restaurant Chick-fil-A has taken a strong stance against same-sex marriage, and the controversy sparked a huge response across the nation. Same-sex couples are planning a kiss-in on August 3rd, and some political leaders, like Boston Mayor Thomas Menino, are also taking their own stance, saying, not in our city. Chick-fil-A has been considering opening in multiple locations in the Boston area, but Mayor Menino says no way, and that is because of the chain's stance on same-sex marriage. All right, we are checking in with Miss Nicole Powers on this Saturday morning. And Nicole, this is an interesting story. I saw this yesterday, this proposed soda tax right here in a California city.
Yeah, thanks, Patty. The citizens of El Monte, California will be voting on this proposed soda tax in November. And the tax would be placed upon businesses who would then be likely to put higher prices on the consumers. And this is what the mayor had to say. Let's see. Oops. Didn't have our news sound open quite yet. Oh, I don't think it's.
Do we have a technical difficulty
Looks like it's
here?
Not in here, unfortunately.
So the mayor had a response to.
He did. In the soundbite, he said that 50% of young people in their city are obese, and so this is especially important for health reasons, and also to bring in revenue for the city. He said that the revenue from the tax could be used for running their aquatic center, which costs about $600,000 a year to run. He said it's a state-of-the-art center, so this is something that's important to them. They've also thought about buying exercise equipment. There's not any mainstream gyms in the area, so that would be something that they could look into. Also, the revenue could be used for paving unsafe roads so that kids could walk safely to school. He also mentioned last year in El Monte, they banned soda and sugary drinks in their recreation and parks facilities. So this is an ongoing effort of the city and the people of El Monte to make healthier lifestyle choices. And he also said the tax is a general tax, so it wouldn't be marked necessarily for health reasons, but they will be using it in those ways, and the citizens will have a chance to vote on where they use it.
All right, interesting. We'll have to watch and see what happens there with that sugar tax. You know, New York City has been out in front on some of these food issues. You know, they pushed for healthier choices in oil for restaurants that do fried foods. Mm-hmm. Recently, there was the soda controversy in New York City,
right,
where
New York.
The mayor was pushing for limiting sizes, portion control. Maybe a tax is a different approach. Rather than saying you can't buy a supersize, you can just pay a little tax into maybe offsetting some of the results of too much sugar in your diet. All right, we're going to take a quick look at the weather. Nicole, thank you for that.
Thank you,
and if you are lucky enough to be here in California, you're probably enjoying a beautiful day, but we've got some heat expected across the southern and central plains and much of the mid portion of the country. We're back with more from Randall.